introduce you to the control range. So the control range again consists of a cleanser, conditioner and toner, and is identified by the green banding on the packaging. So the control range is made to treat oily scalp conditions. So when we say oily scalp conditions, again, a lot of people don't realise you can have an oily scalp and also a dandruff. Often the excess oil on the skin will cause irritation on the skin. The skin will try and shed or rid itself of that irritation, and that's where the scaling occurs. There are also conditions called seborrheic dermatitis, which is very similar to an oily dandruff. Seborrhea, which is just an very excessively oily scalp that irritates the skin and causes a redness and it becomes quite obvious. It can also sometimes have an odour. There's also cradle cap in infants, where that is more the infant version of seborrheic dermatitis. Now, the control range is able in adults to treat your oily dandruff, seborrhea and seborrheic dermatitis. Now, again, with the product range, we have a cleanser. The cleanser, again, has the green banding, so it's really easy to identify. It's really important, again, that we keep this on the scalp as long as possible so that it's able to lift and remove the scale. Keep in mind that because the entire De Lorenzo range is made by hairdressers for hairdressers, all of our product range is colour safe. So even if the client or the person with the oily dandruff has really bright red hair, lots of colour work, it is completely safe to continue to use these products. They're not going to strip the hair like a lot of anti-dandruff types of products do. So they're completely colour safe and again safe for long-term use. So even if the client, for example, is under the care of a dermatologist and is having to use medicated treatments, often those medicated treatments aren't able to be used for long periods of time. So these can be used very safely in conjunction with what they're currently using or what the dermatologist or GP has recommended. So these are a good thing to sort of bring in between the use of medicated treatments and are safe for use every single day if needs be, or just when you have a flare-up or once a week. It depends on the individual. So again, the cleanser, we use about a 10-cent piece amount in the palm of the hand, rub the palms together and distribute through the hair. We want to teach people how to use this product properly, because if it doesn't reach the scalp, it won't work. So we have to use the ends of the fingers, move it over the scalp and making sure that the product actually gets onto the scalp. We leave it on, we do 2 shampoos. The first one removes the excess debris, pollution, styling product that might be in the hair and the excess oil. And then the second one is actually able to get down onto the scalp and start treating the scalp disorder. So that's your cleanser, again sulfate and paraben free. One of the key things about this range is that it actually contains specific ingredients that treat an oily scalp. It's able to actually penetrate slightly into the scalp where the sebaceous oil gland is. So the key ingredients that we use are things like thiolaureth 6. So that sounds like some sort of chemical, but it's actually derived from elemental sulfur. It's quite a natural ingredient. And so that is actually very well known for the use of the treatment of oily scalp conditions. It will help to slow it down and control the amount of oil coming through. And often people are able then to extend their time in between shampoos. So somebody with a really excessively oily scalp might shampoo in the morning and then still be greasy in the afternoon. They might find that they're able to get to the next morning without having to shampoo again. Again, it just depends on the individual, but you can extend the time between shampoos by using these types of ingredients. Paraben and sulfate free, and then we also use menthol. Menthol is a really cooling and soothing and calming ingredient on the scalp as well. So that's your cleanser, again 2 shampoos with this. We then use the conditioner. Now this is where a lot of oily scalped people will go, no, I don't use conditioner because it makes my hair greasy or makes my scalp even more greasy. With this conditioner, we have again the active ingredients in there that help to control the oil. So it is important that you do use this on the scalp, not just on the ends of the hair to detangle the hair, but on the scalp, because it will be treating the oily condition, and it certainly will not make the hair oily or greasy and hard to manage. So it's important that we teach the oily haired person to put this on the scalp, massage it in and give it an opportunity to treat, soften and break down any scale that might be there, and then help to wash that away. So really important, we have to do a bit of retraining with this one, with your oily scalp person. Then of course, as I said with the balance range, the shampoo or the cleanser and conditioner aren't on the scalp for a very long time, only while we're in the shower. So we need that third product. We need to be able to leave something on the scalp to treat the condition 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's where your toner comes in. So all the same active ingredients that are in your cleanser and conditioner are in the toner. Again, an alcohol-based formulation that carries those ingredients onto the scalp. The alcohol evaporates, and those active ingredients are treating the scalp 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Really easy to apply. It's quite liquid, so it just distributes through the hair, and it can be used multiple times throughout the day. So if you start to sort of get greasy, you've shampooed in the morning, you want to go out that night, the hair's starting to look a little bit lank and heavy, you can apply this and you can dry it into the hair and it'll refresh the hair. It actually acts as a bit of a deodorizer. And then one of the other things with a lot of scalp conditions is that often it can have a bit of an odour, so it'll have that deodorising effect, but it also has antifungal and antimicrobial effects as well. So where that might start to irritate the skin, it'll soothe and calm that irritation. So where you might become itchy, it'll relieve the itching also. So there's lots of good reasons to use the 3 products. So again, some retraining. A lot of people think that just the shampoo and conditioner should be able to do all the work, but the toner is extremely important for leave-on and treating the scalp right throughout the day.